everybody, happy Friday. Hope y'all are looking forward to the weekend. So I'm just gonna let myself get situated here. Okay, we're good. All right, we're good. Cool. Easy, right? I'm actually on time today too, right? Can you believe it? I'm on time. I normally don't get on until like about 10 minutes into it. So, but today I was like, I'm on time now. So, and also like the sun is going down later, so we have more light. So that's nice. It's a nice, I appreciate the sun going down later. I don't know why we have daylight savings time, honestly. I think that the whole idea of daylight savings time is ridiculous. We should just have it like just set and that's it, because I really appreciate all of the normalcy without all that changes and stuff like that. So hey everybody, hello. All right guys, I'm gonna let you file in here. I've already got Facebook and Instagram. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook as well. So I'm just seeing who's coming in here really quickly. Hey everybody. One thing that I'm super excited about is I'll tell you in a minute. Actually, I'll tell you in a minute. So hey Dulce, hey makeup guru, hey Nika guy or Nisa guy. Is it Nisa guy or Nika guy? Hello Tansy. Hello. Hey, Kay. All right, guys. So let's get started. Let me go through my spiel and then we'll get going, okay? I'm happy to do it, guys. I'm happy to do it. People are thanking me for doing this. I'm happy to do it, y'all. All right, so let's get started. So, where do we begin? Okay, so my statements are personal opinions, not proven facts. Whatever decisions or actions you take, you are 100% responsible and liable for those. You can change your future. It's never set in stone. A lot of people worry about that, but you really can change things for the better. And I'm not a licensed medical doctor, counselor, attorney, or law enforcement official. For legal medical advice or treatment, please consult a licensed professional. What else? If you are asking about your life, whether it's like health and or finances or career and work and relationship, don't just ask about the general area. Don't just say, tell me about my health, or to read, I want a love reading. That's a waste of your time and energy. Just be specific with your question and it pertain to one of those areas. So, and it can be about a specific situation or something precisely that you want to know or you want clarity on. So be specific with your question. If it's not specific, I'm going to skip you over and I'm just going to keep going down the line. You want to know about your loved one in spirit, let me know who you want to connect with, and I'll try to connect with them and get you I'll try to get you whatever I can, or bring through any kind of a message or any kind of information. It's so interesting because sometimes when I'm asking them questions, or if you want me to ask them a question, which I totally can ask them a question, they don't always respond. If it depends. If they're allowed to because of the question, they will. If they're not allowed to, then they're and when I say not allowed, meaning that there's a reason why they can't answer it, because there's more to it than just the direct answer and what you're trying to get from them. There may be other things tied to that and they can't really express or share that. But I will ask them if you want me to ask them a question and whatnot. Don't assume to know that I know what you're talking about if you just are very when you put the question out there. But the way that they respond is usually in symbology sometimes. For example, I had a client earlier today, and she wanted to ask someone in spirit, what she told them was, hey, tell him this, or if you say this, I know that it's you. And so I was like, okay. So I asked them if they had anything to say about that, because I had no idea what she was wanting them to respond with. I didn't even know what the question was. I was just like, I don't know okay, I'm gonna ask them if they have anything to say to whatever you're wanting them to say. They did respond, but they responded in a way that I didn't understand, because again, sometimes it's a two-way conversation and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. But basically they did respond, they answered the question. I just didn't understand what they were saying in return. But I think my client knew what they were trying to say. So, but if you want me to ask them anything, I can totally ask them. But I don't know if you will understand the answer, because unless we're having a two-way conversation, I may not be able to clarify or expand on it anymore. So just FYI with that. But that's up to y'all. But yeah, if you want to connect with the loved one, let me know who you want to connect with, and I'll try to connect and get something for you. I don't see them. I don't hear them. They pop in my head. They mess with my thoughts, my emotions, my memories. I've got to catch it and then figure out where they're going with it. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes it's not as clear, and I'm going to give it to you anyways. No matter what, you can figure it out in that way. What else? I'm a little low on energy, so I'm gonna just when I start doing the readings, I'm gonna try to build my energy back up, just because I need to get it back up so I can do the videos as well, because I want to do a few of y'all as video. I'm doing the text version first before I do the video version. If you get tired of asking because you've been showing up every weekend, and it's not like it's not like I can read every single person that does ask for a reading, but if you get tired of asking and you want to just have some one-on-one time with me, or you want an e-reading, just go over to my website, fernandomarone.com. People are always asking me, how do I book with you, or what's your availability, etc. And I'm like, just go to my website. Like, it's all there. It's all automated. I basically took the work out of it. So there's no there's no really complicated process. It's pretty simple. Just go there, you look at what I offer, pick one. That's it. You're all set. It's that simple. But you don't have to keep coming back here, because I try to pick new people every single time I do this. I try not to stick with the same people that I recognize, just because I want to give new people a chance to be able to get a reading. What else? If you can just give me a thumbs up or a heart, depends on where you are. And if you can forward or share the video feed with your friends, family, people that you think might appreciate a reading or want a chance to connect with me, just send that over to them. You can also go to my website, because I have tons of stuff on there, all my podcasts, all my articles, all of the extras, and all of my YouTube channel is tied to that as well. So everything's on there. So just check out my website if you haven't already done so. I did just do, a few weeks ago, I just added a section about my predictions. It's what Ferny got right and what Ferny got wrong, because I'm all about, if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. If I got it right, I got it right. But in the predictions, it's a public predictions history page that I have. So it has all of the predictions that I made publicly and how I scored, whether I got some pieces right or some pieces wrong. If I was 100%, 80%, 0%, it'll tell you what my percentage was for accuracy there. I don't have everything on there yet because I'm still adding to it, and it's very time consuming. So I'm going to be adding a lot more there. So right now I have a pretty high score. Don't get comfortable with that, because it's probably going to drop a little bit, because I know I missed some things as well. I just haven't added anything new, but everything is on there, so y'all can see how specific or how meticulous I am with some of the readings that I've made. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to tell y'all. If you're on YouTube and if you're on Facebook, you may get hit by a troll. This is the part that I'm happy about. You may get hit by a troll. I now have the ability to ban that troll from the thing that I use now. So I use Ecamm Live, which is how I get the video feed over to YouTube and to Facebook. So for those of you on Facebook, if you get hit by a troll, I'm going to be watching. If I see somebody, I have the ability now to go ahead and ban their asses. Also, for people who have bad attitudes, I also still have the ability to ban your ass as well. So just FYI, we don't have a lot of those people in there. If we do, it's usually on the same day or in the same week, but we're pretty good with that. But for people who are on there who are asking other people to private message them because they feel pulled to them or whatever, that's a troll. They're going to try to take your money, so don't buy into it. But I have the ability. That's what it said, because I uploaded it today. It said, now the ability to ban. I was like, and I was like, oh my God, that's the best thing I've heard all day. So I was so excited about that. So I haven't tried it yet. We will see. We will see during the thing when I start seeing the trolls pop up if I can go ahead and ban them or not. But I think that's it. Let me see. Let's see. I want to see. Let me see. I want to see how to do it, just so that I don't get caught off guard. Let's see. I don't know what the star means. That's a favorite. So that's a favorite comment. Okay. I don't see where it says I can ban somebody. Huh. Well, how do I ban? It lets me make a comment a favorite, but it doesn't really. I'm not seeing the option. See, it's already starting, y'all. It's already starting. How do I ban somebody? Okay, I'm gonna pop somebody on here real quick. See. No. So it only gives me 2. Let me see, guys. Give me 1 second. I want to see if there's a way that I can see it. So comments and reactions, yeah. Okay. don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. See, this is, I'm be like, hey, y'all, I was trying to ban somebody, and it was in the comments, and I was like, okay, how do I ban somebody? And then I didn't see an option for banning somebody. So y'all said this was going to work, and I don't see the option. So what's that all about? Okay, I don't. Oh, people. I was so excited about it too. I was like, oh my God, I get the chance to ban people just because they're annoying as hell. Okay. Doesn't really do it. Let's see. I popped somebody up. Let's see if this. Nope, that didn't work either. Nope, that didn't work either. Yeah, doesn't work. I don't. Hold on, let me see. Ban. No, doesn't. I don't even know how to do it. Whatever. I'll figure it out for the next one then, because I don't see a way to do it. They should have a little button there that says you can ban, but I don't see that. So it's okay. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm so over it. Anyways, let's get started because I'm wasting time here, right? All right. So I'm starting on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm going to bounce around here. I'm not going in any particular order. So if you get skipped, I may be coming back to you. So don't freak out. But, okay. So let's go around here. Ken on Facebook. Will I have a successful pregnancy soon? I feel like this might take a bit of effort. I get a feeling that there's a potential pregnancy in 3 or 4 months from now. So around 3 or 4 months from now, there might be baby energy for you, because I'm seeing baby energy for you. That means a potential pregnancy or a lot of emphasis on the reproductive system. There's another opportunity for you in 7 months. So 1 in 3 months and then 1 in 7 months. So you got 2 options coming up for you. So I would say keep trying, keep giving it a go. Amber Dawn, hi Ferny, any messages from my brother or grandparents? Also, any insights on my career, path, and future children? So that's a whole lot of stuff, girl. That's a whole lot of stuff. Let's just go with your brother here. So when it tunes your brother's energy, first of all, he's kind of laughing because he thinks this whole thing is funny. He's kind of making fun of you. So I don't know if y'all had like a humorous or like a fun, like messing with each other relationship, but he's coming across that way to me. He also keeps thank you. He is showing me a diamond, and I almost feel like I'm thinking of cards. I don't know if he was really into playing cards, or there's a significance with like playing cards or the diamond of the cards, but that's where I want to go with this, because I would say something of diamonds. I was like, okay, and then I was seeing playing cards, so I'm like trying to figure out where he's going with that. But there's a reference there. The only thing that I can think of is there might either be a shirt, or there might be a hat, or there might be some reference to that symbol that he's trying to acknowledge. He is also thinking of hearing music, so I don't know if he was really into music and music was his thing, or if y'all have done a lot of stuff in his memory with music and he's wanting to acknowledge or make reference to that. He also keeps talking about two-part piece. Okay, two-part piece. The way I want to describe that is like when I'm thinking of a song where I'm thinking of like an instrumental playing of something, and then I'm thinking of it like in 2 parts, and then it's almost like it requires 2 pieces for each part. I don't know what that means. So I want to say that feels almost musical, and that's music lingo, and I may not understand where he's going with that, but that's the kind of way I want to describe it, because I almost feel like I want to describe it that way. He also keeps acknowledging thank you. I'm seeing sun and sunshine. So there might be a picture of him with the sunset, or you may have been looking at the sunset and thinking of him, and he's acknowledging this view that you had and being with you at that time. Because I'm kind of seeing that vibe or getting that. I'm almost thinking of the ocean or the beach, so there might be a reference to that as well. Also California, because I keep thinking of California, so there might be ties to California with him. Okay, let's see. Anna Gomez is like, hey, how's everything going? Hey, everything's good. Thank you for asking. I don't know. Well, any news, that could be everything. Like, Remember, at the end of my workday, my brain is really tired, and so I have to push myself to do this. And so it makes it easier for me to just know what the question is so that I can reach for the answer. Because if someone's asking me, tell me something, it again, the brain is like the octopus. The brain starts going in different areas. If I were doing a full 30-minute reading for you, trust me, I would be going into every single section and telling you all kinds of stuff. The problem is I don't have 30 minutes with you, so I just want y'all to ask me the question. So just ask it again. I'll come back to you and see if I can find you on here. Annette Navarrete. My dad's anniversary is coming in a few days. My mom is beside herself. I wish my dad would come through. Yeah, he's got two guys with him. So he's with two other males in spirit. So there are two other males connected. I almost want to say that one of them is related to your mom and the other one's related to your dad. But he's acknowledging two other males with him in spirit. He also is doing this. So there might be a watch or a bracelet or something that goes around the wrist that might be significant. He also keeps acknowledging thank you. I don't know if your dad had a habit of like sticking stuff in his teeth and like making that sound, but I'm getting that from him because he's almost making a gesture or he's acknowledging that. He also keeps referencing thank you. Okay, it's hard to kind of describe. I feel like I'm seeing two things that are white. The closest thing that I can think of is like crosses, and I want to put them together. I don't know if there are two white crosses that are attached to each other that are connected somehow to your dad, or if there's something about putting two crosses or two people's like sights together. Because the only other thing I can think of a white cross, like I can think of a white rosary, but for me this feels a little more thicker or feels more like it's solid. So for me it's sort of like, okay, is this like a gravesite or is this like the headstone and putting those together? There's something here that I kind of want to describe in that way. Again, I don't know if it's actually like something like a monument or there's two white crosses that I want to put together, but there's something there that he's making reference to. He also keeps acknowledging thank you. There's also a dog with him in spirit that might have been a smaller sized dog, so he's got a dog with him also. He also keeps referencing thank you, the 14th of a month. So either the 14th of a month is significant or January the 4th might be significant in that way. The only it's funny because when I thought of the 14th, I thought of Valentine's Day, and I almost felt like he wanted to wish your mom a Valentine's Day. So I kind of want to go there with that instead of the date being 14, because that's the way I feel about it. He also keeps he's saying something that sounds like papas. But I'm thinking of potatoes like papas, but I don't feel like I'm saying papas. I feel like I'm saying like a nickname, papa. The reason why I say it that way is because I have cousins that we used to. I have a cousin named Papa Head. That's why I'm thinking of my cousin Papa Head. But I don't know if there's a joke about someone's head, or there's a nickname Papa Head, or there's a Papa sounding nickname type thing that he's making reference to. So I'll leave that with you because you might have to ask your mom about that. He is with her though, so he's with her. He says to keep talking to her. Especially, I don't know if she was trying to dig out something in the closet recently, or she was trying to move some things around, but he's acknowledging like he was watching her doing something, trying to find something in the closet. Kristen on Facebook. Hey, Ferny, I've been trying to get your attention. I need to know if John and I have a chance at a relationship and how he feels about me. I don't feel like you have a chance with a relationship. I do feel that he's not really serious about it. I also feel like he's really not wanting to get serious at all right now. I also think, it reminds me of like the guys where they've been in a relationship and it was a lot and they just don't want to get into another one, but they act like they do. So they may say this and that, but it doesn't feel like they actually want to. That's how I feel. So I don't feel that there's really going to be anything there as far as a relationship is concerned. There might be there might be another guy, by the way, just FYI, and I'm going to give this to you because it's probably going to break your heart. But there might be another guy at the end of this year whose name is L. What is it? It's like a L. It sounds like it's Lou, but it's not Lou. And I don't even want to say it's even spelled that way. It might be like Lonnie or Alonzo. Like it's a name like that. So it has like a Elon sounding name. Lonzo. So it's got a name like that. So there might be somebody at the end of this year who may come up who may be a better option for you. Charity. first time watching. Can you tell me if Jessica still loves me? Are we moving in together this month? I do think that she still loves you. I don't feel like you'll be moving in together. Y'all may like be in the same place for a week or two, if that. But I don't even feel. You know what I'm thinking of? Like whenever people go on vacation together or they go to a place together and they stay in the room or they stay together, that's what I'm seeing more so than like actually like living together or moving in together. So I think that there may be that. I'm not really thinking a living in together situation would take place though. Okay. Chelly 920. Hi Ferny, when will my next relationship be and how will we meet? Next relationship probably won't, actually sooner than later. So I would say summertime. So around like 4 or 5 months from now, summertime. Where, how will we meet? I actually think you'll meet online. So I think you'll actually meet online somehow, either through like a social media app or through a dating app. But I feel like it'll be online. Person has something in common with one of your relatives. So I feel like they have the same name as one of your relatives. So it might be funny. Like, for example, like if I had an Uncle Carlos, then I meet this guy named Carlos. That's how I would describe it. I feel like they've got the same name as like a relative. Um, Kate Lowe. I keep smelling the same cologne that no one I'm around is wearing and heard a male voice in a video only when I played it back. Do you have any insight on who it is? I think it's actually it's an older person, so I feel like it's an older individual. I think you might. Here's the thing. I think you're putting two things together. So the thing that you heard as far as like a male voice in a video, I'm not really feeling that confident that it was actually a voice. I actually feel like it might have been just a weird thing with the video. But I definitely feel like you were smelling the cologne from someone because there was someone visiting. And I feel like it's an older male that might be connected to your father's side of the family or might be coming forward. So for me, it would kind of equate to like father's side of the family, male, might even be like an uncle or a grandpa. But I kind of want to put that person in that area. Okay. It's funny because whenever you talk about that, I keep thinking of a barbershop. Not sure why I keep thinking of barbershop. So I don't know if one of them had connections or ties to barbershop or there's a barber reference to that, but I would put it together in that way. Yeah, Anna Gomez. She just repeated it for me. Wow, you're amazing. Need to hear from my mom. Yeah, so with your mom, Anna, one thing she's acknowledging, she's rattling something that feels jingly. I don't know if you have her keys or if you have something that's like jingles or rattles like keys or a bell because like that's what I'm hearing there. She also keeps acknowledging, thank you. She also keeps, you need to watch your own health. She's almost getting on you, so you need to be better. You need to take better care of your health, or you need to pay more attention to your health because she's almost acknowledging either blood pressure or nerve-related inconsistencies. So if you start to have blood pressure spikes and you start to have weird nerve stuff, you need to go to the doctor because you might need to follow up with the doctor there because she's almost getting on you about your health. I don't think she's talking about her health. I think she's talking about your health. She also keeps acknowledging red roses and also rose bushes or rose trees. I don't know if your mom had red roses or if red roses and her are significant, but I'm kind of seeing something like that. But you know what I'm thinking of? When I'm thinking of like the miniature roses, you know, those little like miniature roses when you go to like a Trader Joe's, you go to like a Kroger's or a store and they have all the little plants in that plant section and you have some that are in pots that are like miniature roses. That's what I'm thinking of. So there's something there that she's making reference to or acknowledging. She also makes me feel thank you. I don't know if you just changed up your pillows in your living room or you just changed some of the stuff on the couch, but she's showing me something there and she's making reference to that as well. Unless you have a pillow of hers that's right there on the couch that's she's trying to acknowledge, but there's a reference to that. She also keeps doing this. So I don't know if you have recipes or a book with something written on it that's connected to mom, but she's showing me something like this. Unless you write her on a regular basis, but there's something like that that she's wanting to acknowledge as well. Okay. Let's go over here. I haven't gone over here yet. Tweena Win. Hi, Ferny. When do you see me being taken again? I'm not sure I understand the question. So you might need to re-ask it because I'm not sure I get what do you mean by taken again. So no, I'm not understanding the question. Dulce MRZZ. Hi, Fernie. Any messages from my little brother? I miss him so much. Yeah. I saw your picture and then I was actually passing you up and then I felt like I started seeing something. I was like, let me go with. So I almost felt like he was trying to communicate. I don't know if y'all are planning on going to like a water park. Because what he was showing me was he was showing me a water park, almost like when people get on those like slides and they slide down the water thing. So either there's a picture of him doing that, or y'all had a really great experience and memory doing that. And he's bringing that up as having fun, or just like have party down, or y'all are planning on doing something like that soon because he's showing me that. He also is referencing thank you. I don't know if you have a little bear or a little stuffed animal that you equate or you connect with your brother, but he's showing me something like that as well. He also keeps thank you. He's also showing me Tiny Toons, which is interesting, which is an old like cartoon series. So I'm thinking of like Tiny Toons back in the day, like Warner Brothers Tiny Toons, like Animaniacs, those kinds of cartoons. So I don't know if y'all used to watch that together or there's something with that he's making reference to. He also keeps acknowledging thank you. Someone might have taken a picture of him and turned it into a cartoon or into a piece of art, because I feel like I'm seeing a picture turned into art or turned into like something that looks more creative. But there's something like that he's acknowledging or making reference to, and it might be like something that is like two-toned. You know, when you think of like, for example, if you think of someone and they take a picture of someone and then they make it into like a black and white portrait, it's almost like it would be two-tone, either black and white or there's like a white version and a black version. But there's something like that he's trying to make reference to. Okay. Pat8787, is my relationship going to last? That is entirely up to you. Can't tell you what to do. However, I will say that I feel I'm asking if there's like an expiration date for the relationship, and I feel like I'm almost seeing like 2 years and 3 months. So what I would say is this. I am seeing 2 and 3. So I'm thinking it's 2 years and 3 months. It could be 2 months and 3 days, but I'm thinking it's 2 years and 3 months. Here's what I'm going to say. It's possible y'all are going to run into some issues at that time and you have to work past them or the relationship is done. That's how I would interpret that. So be cautious, be careful. As of right now, because of what I'm seeing, I'm going to say no. But again, 2.3, which is either 2 years and 3 months or 2 months and 3 days. But you may need to work on some stuff when it comes up at that time, because that may be something that is going to fundamentally affect the future of the relationship. So be aware of that. Kina. Hi, Fernie. Any messages from my cousin Jayla? I miss her. Are you on here? Let me see. I'm gonna bring you on. Let me see if I can bring you on, because we're getting to the halfway point anyways. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What did you want to ask me about?
I just wanted to see if my cousin Jayla has any messages for me or any of my family members.
First of all, she's pointing to herself. So whenever they do that, it means that either they contributed to their own passing or they may have taken their own life. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. She also keeps acknowledging um, the 23rd, the 22nd or the 23rd? The 23rd. Do you know the 23rd of a month or January or February the 3rd is connected?
No.
Okay, I'll leave that with you. You might need to check with the
Okay.
family, but she's acknowledging the 23rd. I also feel that whatever that is very close by. So it could actually be March 30. Actually, could be this month, the 20. I feel that way. It could be the 23rd of this month.
Okay.
Something going on around that time, because she's bringing it up or she's acknowledging. Thank you.
We're having
Is
a
that
party on the
I was
28th.
about to ask if there was going to be a party because she's seeing
Yeah.
balloons. Okay. She's acknowledging the party with the balloons, or she's acknowledging the party, because I was like, what am I seeing? And I almost felt like I'm getting people together. So she's acknowledging what's coming up. She's like, I'm totally down. I'm totally there. Like, set a place for me. You better say my name, say it out loud. Like, make sure everybody knows I'm in town. Like, she's coming across this way. So she's just wanting to acknowledge herself in this way. She really think highly of herself. She could be very full of herself, or she would like kind of like just talk highly of herself.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. She's coming across that way. So for me, it's almost like she's trying to be like, hey, hey, look at you. It's almost like
Yeah.
this way, right? Okay. She also keeps acknowledging, thank you. She's showing me an orange basketball. I'm seeing a basketball. Did you know she liked basketball or she played basketball?
When she was over at my house, she did.
Okay, she's acknowledging the games or the basketball that y'all played
Uh-huh.
with the connection there. Did she also tell you about that like one day she just wanted to like just like I'm just gonna like leave here and I want to go to like New York or something. Like I want to get out of here. Like would she tell you about like her dreams or like the stuff she wanted to do?
Yeah, she wanted to go on a cruise again.
Okay. She's talking about like wanting to get away or like move
Mm-hmm.
away to a different like state or going to New York. I keep saying New York, so she keeps showing me the New York
Okay.
skyline. So there's a reference to that. She also keeps acknowledging. Do you know she ever sketched pictures that she drew?
Not sure.
Okay, there's a picture. It feels like it's a female or a pair of lips in the picture.
Okay.
And it feels like it's been drawn or sketched or something. So there
Okay.
might be something connected to her where either it's her making like pucker lips and then someone drew it, or
Mm-hmm.
she drew a picture of something with lips and it's posted somewhere for her. But there's a
Okay.
reference to that because she's acknowledging that. Timothy. Is there a Tim or Timothy? No. T- 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 is there, I'm sorry, Tiffany. Is there a Tiffany?
Not that I know of.
Okay. There's a Tiffany.
Okay.
There's a Tiffany that I kind of want to tie into this. I feel like I don't like this person. Do you
Okay.
know of a person named Tiffany she didn't like or she didn't really care for?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you remember if she had to deal with some bullying when she was in school?
She might have.
Okay. This has
We're
to do
not
with
sure
like,
on that.
okay. Here's what I will say. I kind of feel like I want to like tell somebody, hey, I ain't dead, but I'm gonna haunt your ass. Like it's almost like she
Yeah.
wants to like, and she's bringing up this Tiffany name sounding thing.
Okay.
There might be something like that connected to bullying or something she had to deal with. I almost feel like she's just wanting to like tell this because I feel like the person's still alive. She might be
Yeah.
trying to tell this person like I ain't dead. I'm gonna haunt your ass. Like this is her
Yeah.
way of like getting back at them. So that's the way it's coming across to me. Do y'all have like a bluish colored jacket or hoodie of hers?
Her mom might.
Okay, because I'm seeing something that reminds me of like a bluish colored hoodie. I don't
Okay.
think it's dark blue. I almost want to say it's like a powder blue or baby blue
Okay.
because it comes across that way. And it might even have some words across it as well because she's making reference to that also.
Okay.
Also, do you have the picture of y'all with the Santa Claus hats or with the Christmas stuff on?
Uh, I don't
Hmm.
know.
It would have been just like it's not like I'm posing for it in front of a tree. It's more like I'm driving around and I got a Santa Claus hat on. And we took a
Okay.
picture in the car or inside a vehicle. Either that or y'all were shopping and there's a picture of her with the Santa Claus hat that she took off the shelf, put it on, and then there's a picture. But there's a
Okay.
picture of that because she's making reference to that. So you might need to ask the family if they know more about that.
Okay.
Um, she's doing this. Do you have a necklace connected to her?
Yes.
Okay, she's just acknowledging that.
Okay.
She's with you. She's with you, sweetheart. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome, sweetheart. You take care of yourself.
You too.
Bye, mama. All right. And Kina, even though I didn't mention this because this came in last minute, she was doing something with like her fingers, almost like I was making a sign or a symbol. There might also be another picture of either making a sign or symbol with fingers, or it was one of her things to like make a sign every time she'd see somebody. But there's something like that because she's just making a reference to that. Okay. Let's go somewhere else. Let's see. Hello.
Hi, Fern.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What do you want to ask me about?
My mom, my grandma, and my aunt.
Okay, let's see. Um, okay. Is there, thank you. One of them is trying to give me a name. I don't know if it's a person that's there or if it's actually someone here, but I want to spell it out like Day, Day, or like Danisha or Danisha, Danash. Is there like a Day sounding name connection?
No.
It's got like a day, it's like
Magira,
Daishi, Daisha. Say it again?
Deja, or
Could be Deja.
Magia.
That who? Well, let's start with Deja. Who is Deja past?
No, that's my
O-
cousin.
Okay. So there's Deja. And then what was the other person?
Medea. That was my
No,
grandma.
that's not it. The day sounds like someone. It's a person that's passed away. Her and it's a female and it's got like Daisha. So it is sounds like Daisha or Danisha or Danashi. It's almost like it sounds like that, but it is a person that's passed. This is not a family member. This is someone that someone either worked with or was good friends with. So the female that's coming forward is wanting to come forward, even though I know you're asking me about your family. This is a female that come forward that is connected to y'all, but she's giving me her name like Danesh. It's got a day sounding to it. Someone either worked with this person or was good friends with this person. I also think she passed from complications and possibly had diabetes.
I don't know.
That's okay. I'm gonna leave that with y'all. Y'all figure it out. But this is
Okay.
the female that's okay. Again, I don't think it's family, but to let her people know, because once y'all figure out who this is, to tell her people know or the friend know that she's okay and she's there. Because she might have
Okay.
passed and they may have had a little bit of a falling out right before they pass. And so the person that's the friend might feel bad. So just FYI with that, okay?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right, so
Thank
that's one.
you.
Now let me get back over to your family. Okay, now let's talk about your grandma because your grandma's wanted to pop in or dominate the conversation. So did your grandma have a tendency of wanting to kind of own everything or everything was kind of about her?
Yes.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you also know, she's talking about the three of y'all. Do you have three, are there three of you siblings?
It's 5 of us.
Okay, she's talking about the three of y'all. Did she specifically raise three of y'all? Okay.
Yes.
Because she's
Yes.
only
Yes.
wanting to bring up the three of y'all. So she's acknowledging the three of y'all. She also
Yes.
keeps acknowledging, thank you. She also keeps acknowledging the time that one of y'all burned your hair off. Do you remember?
I'm sorry. I burned my sister hair off.
Okay, because she's acknowledging the time you burned your hair off, so she's making reference to that. She also keeps acknowledging, thank you. White birds and white feathers are a sign, so y'all may have experiences with white birds or white feathers. She also keeps acknowledging a picture of herself, and I don't know if she's wearing like a lavender or a purple color thing, but it almost feels like I'm wearing something that's like lavender or purple, and it feels like she's just kind of, she looks pretty good. She actually has her makeup done and everything. Do you know about that picture?
She has on a pink top.
Okay. Does she have is her makeup done? Is she all
She had her wig on. She looked
perfect?
good.
Perfect. Because she's like, she says, "Don't remember me without this off. Just like, don't remember her this
That was
other
very
way because she don't
important
want
to us.
nobody thinking about her looking any other way besides this way that she's presenting herself. So she's wanting to make sure y'all understand that. Is there? Thank you. She's also saying poppet or poppy or puppy or no, it's not puppy. It's poppy or
Papa.
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 Is
My
there? Who
cousin.
is that? Okay, but he's still alive. Is he still alive, the cousin?
Yes, my cousin. She called him Papa.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. They're kind of worried about the cousin, or they want them to be careful because there might be a legal matter that comes up that they have to deal with. So they're almost acknowledging that the cousin may need to be careful, or there may be some legalities that come up with the cousin that they need to be careful about.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
to pass that on, to be on the lookout, and it may have to do with someone that they're involved with or someone they're having to deal with. To put it that way.
Okay.
Right? Your grandma's also acknowledging, do you know if one of her fingers was broken or one of her fingers just wouldn't bend all the way? Because she's talking about one of her fingers and how she can bend it now or it doesn't give her no problems.
She had arthritis.
Got it. She's just acknowledging the issues with the fingers that she had and not having any issues with this anymore. She also keeps acknowledging that she caused either the lights to flicker or the light bulb to pop. Did y'all have something like that happen?
Yes.
Okay. She's taking credit for that, so she's acknowledging that as well. Also, if y'all smell something bready, but there's no one cooking, that's her. Because she likes to come around and y'all may smell a bready smell and be like, what is that smell so good? It's her. That's her scent. So she's coming around with that and letting you know that that's her. She also says she's shown up in at least 5 or 6 separate dreams. So there may be a lot of dreams of her popping in and saying hi. She says she has everybody with her, not to worry. She also says the baby's with her as well. So someone might have had a miscarriage or had a termination because she's acknowledging the baby's also with her. Okay. So she's with y'all, sweetheart. She's with y'all. Also, y'all don't need to make everybody else happy. So if y'all don't get along with other parts of the family, she says, don't worry about it. She says it's on them.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Thank you
Y'all take
so,
care of
so
yourself.
much. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
All right.
You're welcome, baby doll.
All right. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Oh my God.
All right, so going over here. Um, hello.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. One thing. Do you sometimes struggle with anxiety and depression?
Yes.
Okay, you need to get your hormones checked because I feel like your body, I feel like your pituitary gland and your thyroid are underproducing. So I feel like that might lead to a lot of energy drops and you just kind of feeling like you want to sleep the entire day. I feel like it's due to your hormones. So you probably need to get that checked. Also, you might have a dairy allergy because you might be lactose intolerant. So you may need to stay away from that because it's going to mess up your system.
Okay.
Do you know about
That's
that?
that's how I've been feeling today, like
Yeah.
really drained. And I
Yeah.
knew I was lactose intolerant.
Got it. Yeah. Just watch yourself. So, all right, Mama, what do you want to ask me about?
I was gonna ask like about my YouTube channel being successful, or see if like my great grandma or my cousin come through, or my
When
great
you say
grandpa,
YouTube
because I was
channel,
raised by them.
yeah, when you say YouTube channel being successful, what does success look like to you?
Like a bunch of subscribers getting paid for it.
hmm So let me tell you something. So I have a YouTube channel. I had it for about 3 years. Now, granted, I probably don't do everything that I'm supposed to do to promote it or to like push it, but it's taking me in 3 or 4 years. I've gotten to this point, and I earn like $100 a month from it, just from the videos that are already there. I'm not
Mhm,
really trying very hard, but I did put a lot of effort into making those videos. And so, what I would
mhm,
say to you is, when you go into this, don't expect like an overnight success story. That doesn't mean it can't happen, but you might need to apply yourself to it for a while. I
mhm,
also think that the initial reasons you want to do it are not going to line up with what you end up doing anyways, because I feel like that's going to end up changing. It's
mhm,
actually going to turn into more of a travel channel type thing because I see you doing a lot more traveling over the next 2 or 3 years, and you will be kind of like sharing your adventures and what you've learned about the different things. So I can see you doing more of that. I actually think it would go well for you, but I don't feel like the success for you will come necessarily from the channel itself. It'll come from the people you connect with and meet through the
mhm.
channel, which will actually bring you opportunities, and then you'll get into some writing down the road as well.
That sounds cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
Thank
what
you.
did you want to connect with?
Either my great grandparents, my great grandmother, or my great grandfather, because they raised me,
Mm-hmm.
and or my cousin,
Mm-hmm.
just because he was kind of like a brother to me.
Yeah, let's start with your cousin for a second. He is showing me Disneyland and California. So, did y'all go to Disney World together, or do you know if y'all are planning on going to California or to Disney World?
Me and my best friend are planning to go to California.
Got it. He's acknowledging the trip to California. He's like, y'all need to go to like Disney World or Disneyland. So he's almost like,
Okay.
well, if y'all going to be there, y'all should go. So he's
Yeah.
making reference to that. He also keeps acknowledging shirts. Did people make shirts for him, or did they wear a certain color for him when he passed?
Yes, we all were red.
Perfect. He's acknowledging the color that y'all wore, so he's making reference to that. He also keeps showing me, thank you. Did he like sports? Because I keep seeing him like with the ball in his hand.
Yeah, he liked sports, but he really loved wrestling. He
Okay.
was really
Here's
into like WWE.
here's what I'm gonna say. There's a picture of him with the ball in his hand. I don't know if he's just holding the ball in his hand and he's just looking like fly, but he's showing me a picture of himself, and I feel like I've got a sports ball in my hand. So there's a reference to that. He
Okay.
also keeps, thank you. He's also keeps referencing Jaden or Jordan. Is there a Jaden or Jordan name connection?
Jada, his sister.
Okay, so he's probably trying to say hello to his sister. So to acknowledge his sister or let her know that he came
Okay.
through. He's also, thank you, he's acknowledging a baby as well. Whenever they do that, it means one of two things. Again, either there's a baby that's with him that's miscarried, lost, or terminated, or there's a baby coming in or has been born since his passing.
I
Do you know
think
that?
both of his daughters both had kids right after he passed.
Okay, he's
Like they
probably
both
acknowledging.
had babies.
Got it. So he might be acknowledging that he's aware of the babies that have been born since his passing, but he's also, thank you. I'm asking him to confirm that. He just gave me a thumbs up, but he still wants to acknowledge the sister with the babies as well. Do you know if she also lost a child, or there's a child connection for her in that?
I think she also had like everybody had babies right
Right.
after.
He wants to let her know. So there's something special about that, but he's letting
Okay.
her know, I know that you had a baby. So he's letting her know that. He also keeps referencing, thank you. He is with your great grandparents. Also, your grandfather, do you know if he had breathing issues or there were some respiratory issues for him? Because,
Yes, he had bad asthma.
got it. Because I was
He
going to say,
got
I feel like I'm
pneumonia when
wheezing.
he passed
Yeah,
away.
because he's wheezing for me. So I want to say that's a contributing factor. Your grandma, what's interesting is, do y'all not really have the full story on what actually caused her passing?
We don't. We
Okay.
we the nursing home had a lot to do with it.
Okay, here's what I'm going to say. I feel like there might have been sepsis or an internal infection because of a fall or something, and it just got worse, and then she just kind of passed. So they didn't do any follow up. So I kind of feel like it has to do with that. But she says that she's okay. She also says she's not upset with anybody. She understands why y'all did what y'all had to do. She also says she likes to come around y'all, and she sets y'all's alarms off. So if y'all have alarms going off, that's
Oh
her.
my God. In my apartment, my fire alarm, we changed the batteries like twice a week. They're just randomly going off, and I was out of town, and we have cameras in our apartment, and I was all the way in Austin from Houston, and it went off for like 12 hours straight, and I couldn't do
Wow.
anything because I wasn't
Which the
there.
neighbors like that. The neighbors like, yeah.
Yeah, the
She
neighbors like texting me. They're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yes, I'm so
that was your
sorry."
grandma. She was just trying to make sure y'all knew she was there. So, or your great
Oh
great
my
grandma. Yeah,
God.
but yeah, they're with you, sweetheart. All
Thank
right,
you.
you're welcome, darling. You
Thank
take
you
care
so
of yourself.
much. You too.
Bye bye. All right, going somewhere else. Let's see. Um, Bella, has anyone ever done witchcraft on me? No, it's you making bad decisions or you stuck in a negative energy cycle. Look it up. Watch The Secret because it'll help you out.
Mommy.
So that way you can shift your energy. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I was like trying to like get that question in because like whenever people ask me about
I'm
witchcraft, it
sorry.
makes me crazy. People always want to blame witchcraft for like their life being crap. I'm like, no, girl, make better decisions and like get it together. Don't blame witchcraft. That's the easy route. If someone casts a spell on you, the way that you avoid even being affected is by actually just not believing in that and believing that you're protected. So people need to know that. But all right, Mama, what do you want to ask me about?
Just a couple of things. I know
hmm
dreams have been a huge thing. It kind of like astro projecting.
hmm
Um, and then just kind of getting future, like I'm seeing things happen before it happens through my dreams.
hmm
So
The
just
astral,
kind of,
yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, this is the astral projection. So what are you experiencing?
So there was one day that I can you please stop? There was one day that like in my sleep when I woke up there was in my dream I was watching my sister-in-law like laugh at her friend like extremely hard, and when I woke up
Uh,
she had sent a screenshot of
of
something
them,
that she had met, right, and I'm like, oh my
yeah,
goodness, I just had this dream.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was astral. That was it. Was astral projection. I mean, we're not limited to our bodies. We're only made to think that because we're stuck in our bodies, but we're not limited to our bodies. And the moment that we allow ourselves to release, we actually are. We're omnidirectional beings, meaning that we're not singularly focused on what's in front of us. We can experience energy in omnidirections in all directions, and it can get kind of discombobulating. But we tend to, when we have those kinds of experiences, draw ourselves over to the things that we feel comfortable with. And in this case, it was your cousin. So that's usually why that happens. But yeah, that was a typical astral projection scenario. It's not the first time you've done it though. You know when you've been laying down and you hear the buzzing or the swooshing sound like wind.
Mm-hmm.
That's it as
Mm-hmm.
well. But that's also when you're, yeah, that's also when you're doing it as well. Also, don't freak out if you have an experience where it feels like you're paralyzed and something heavy is across your chest. That's not a demon or anything negative. People always think, oh my God, it must have been a demon sitting on top of my shoulder or something evil was controlling. No, it's because when your energy, when your spirit is coming out of your body or separating, you actually temporarily lose the ability to affect your body because your energy is in your spirit. And so your body is going to feel super dense, super heavy, and the pressure across your chest is you floating or right over that area. And so people always think I felt something heavy, like something was sitting on my chest. I couldn't move, and it felt like something was in the room, or there was a presence in the room. No, it's you coming out of you, but you haven't recognized that because we're omnidirectional beings. We have the ability to be in more places than one, and that's what that is. So don't freak out if that happens.
Okay. And then just I have my mom's passed, my both my grandmas. So
Mm-hmm.
seeing if they have what messages they have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got two mother figures. You said do you have more than one mother figure in spirit? Not just the grandma. I'm talking about like a mother or mother-in-law or stepmother.
A stepmother passed away too.
Perfect. So I have a mom and a stepmother. Those are the ones that are coming forward first. Your mom is apologizing to you. Could your mom sometimes be a little critical, or she wouldn't always express like satisfaction or like her emotional sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. The way your
Just
mom is coming across to you, yeah,
go
she's
ahead.
what she's doing is she's apologizing to you because she wants you to know she loves you, and that if she ever made you feel like you were not good enough, or like you didn't do enough, or like you could have done better with your life, she's apologizing. She never meant to make you feel like that, so she wants to take that back. She also says thank you. There's a baby as well, so she's wanting to acknowledge a child. What's interesting is I think it's actually both. She's acknowledging a child to come, or that is going to be born, that is still to come, that is waiting. And then there's also a baby in spirit that didn't make it or was miscarried, lost, or terminated. Do you know about that?
Um, yes, with the baby that was terminated,
Got it. Now,
was a sister,
some,
and then
yeah.
I've had a baby since she's passed.
Oh, okay, got it. So she might be, I'm asking her to verify that. She gave me a thumbs up where she says she knows about it, but she's still repeating that there's a baby to come. So there might be another baby that may be coming into the picture. Now it's either for you or for another relative,
Okay. Not
but
with I.
be careful. But be careful, okay? So just FYI. And I know people are like, well, my tubes are tight or this or that. I'm like, I don't care. I've heard every story that can happen. So anything is possible, and unless you're dealing with an immaculate conception. The other thing, your mom. So your stepmother, did your stepmother have another child? Or is there another, like a sibling, like a half sibling for you?
Hmm. So,
Okay.
so we're a huge blended family.
Got it. The sibling with the stepchild, or with the other sibling, um, here's how I'm gonna describe it. So I have a younger sister. I don't really have a lot to do with my younger sister, even in the times when it would be critical. I don't really have a lot to do with my younger sister just because she doesn't really want us to be a part of her life, and we get it, we respect that. But so she kind of distances herself or keeps herself distant. Is one of the siblings, do they keep themselves kind of distant or detached from the rest of the family?
So my stepmom's children have kind of stepped away from the rest of the family after her death.
Got it. She is aware of what's happening. The way she makes me feel is that they either had some issues with her as well before her passing, or there was some conflicts there that never got resolved. She's doing this, so she is extending the peace offering to them, or wanting them to know that she is sorry, that she loves them, and that she doesn't want any ill will with them. If you get the chance to catch up with them, to let them know, because she just wants to extend that. She also, thank you. Did she have a favorite drink or a special drink that either only you would make or she would make? Because she's acknowledging the special drink.
She would drink, but yeah, she
Got
would
it.
have a drink that she would make.
Got it. Do you also know there was a lemon attached to that, or there was something lemony, or like I keep thinking of the lemon drop?
I don't think a lemon with it. It was an alcoholic beverage, like a rum
Okay.
and coke.
Was it
Well, maybe
yellow, or
not.
was there something about it having something yellow? Because I keep seeing something yellow. Either that, or it was always in a yellow cup, or it was the same cup over and over again.
It might have been like the brown liquor. I don't remember a
That's
yellow
okay.
cup. Um, yeah,
Here's
no.
here's what I will say. Because she was showing me this drink, I did think it was alcoholic, but I almost saw like a lemon wedge or like a lemon like round, and I was trying to figure out what this was. There's something that she might be acknowledging, or if you look at pictures and there's a her with her drink and there's a lemon in it, that's probably what she's talking about. So just FYI.
Okay.
But she's with
Okay.
y'all as well, and you've got other people as well. There's a fluffy white dog that's like an Alaskan husky or a fluffy husky looking dog there as well.
Yep, that was her dog.
Yeah. Ah, got it. So she's got the dog with her. So she, just FYI with that.
Right.
But she's with y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Her
Um,
sweetheart.
one other
Spit it out
question.
before they kill me. They're gonna kill you. Spit it out.
um, just seeing with legal issues, if you see everything going good.
uh, I feel okay with it, but it might get really severely delayed or just turn into two separate issues. So you may either have to deal with two separate issues or two separate things, or just have to go twice in dealing with the legal stuff. I also think there might be a change out of attorney or the person that's supposed to be the attorney involved with it. So do y'all have an attorney dealing with the case?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Got it. Is this the first one or the second one?
First one.
Got it. I wouldn't be surprised if the
I
attorney pulls
was
out or goes.
I was looking around for another attorney, but then I
Yeah,
just stopped and okay.
yeah. I think you're going to end up going that route anyways.
Okay, gotcha.
But I think it'll work out
Thank
okay.
you.
But again, it might have to get split up into two separate events or things.
I get that.
Okay.
I get that. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, Mama.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Let's see. Hello.
Hi,
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. I don't have
Oh,
blood to be picked.
oh, sweetheart. Question. I keep seeing with
Sorry.
you. It's funny because I keep seeing someone when they walk down the aisle and somebody being with them when they walk down the aisle. Are you engaged or are you planning on a marriage?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got married.
Okay. So when you got married, I know you were asking about your dad, right?
Yes.
Did you get married after he passed?
Yes.
He's letting you know he was at your wedding. That's the
Oh my
one
God.
thing he wants to tell you. I was at your wedding and I was with you. So he's acknowledging that. So you need to know that he was there for you when you got married. He also says he's very proud of you. He also says how much school you're going to do. I don't know if you're planning on going back again or if you want to add
Oh
on
my
to
God.
your education. But he's almost like, how much are
No,
you going to do before you just use it? So it's almost like he's getting on you.
no, because when I got pregnant with my first child, he was upset, and I told him I'm gonna go back
Uh-huh.
to school. I'm gonna go back to school. Like, don't worry about it. But I just never went back. So
Okay.
that's probably
Well,
what
then
he's
he's getting
saying.
on you
Like,
and go back to
yeah,
school. That's what he's telling you. Yeah. So he's pretty much
yeah.
telling you to go back to school because he's acknowledging how much school you're going to do. So he's making reference to that. He also keeps acknowledging, thank you. Do you have a pillow or something on your bed that you keep that's connected to dad?
Um, like
It's
to
either
connected to him.
it's either a pillow that is associated with him or someone's made something out of like fabric that's connected to him that might go on a bed.
No, I have his blanket that I bought him for Christmas.
Okay. Do you keep it with you or do you
Yeah, I
roll up
use
with
it.
it?
I use it every night.
Perfect. He knows about what you have with the fabric in the bed. So he's acknowledging that as well. He also says birds are connected to him. And if you have a bird that flies into the house or bird that gets out of its cage and starts going crazy, that's also connected to him as well because he's
Oh wow.
acknowledging that as well. Did you have a parakeet when you were little? Or did y'all have a little parakeet?
No, we didn't
It's a
have
little.
any birds. Well, my abuela does. His mom has like two little birds,
Okay.
but I've never had any birds.
Here's the thing. Ask her if they recently got out and were acting really weird or crazy or something happened with them getting out because he's acknowledging either being aware of this or he did it. So he's just taking credit for that. He also keeps acknowledging, he says he should have done more to kind of prevent this from happening. So either he waited too long or he didn't do anything to prevent it. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
He blames himself, so he doesn't want anyone to feel bad because nobody was going to make him do anything he didn't want to do.
that was exactly him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's okay, sweetheart. He's with you.
A quick question: Is
Mhm.
he with his brothers?
There's three. How are there three brothers with him or is he one of three?
He's one of three. Yeah.
That's it. So, yeah, he's with the brothers.
Oh my gosh, that's
Mhm.
crazy.
All right, sweetheart.
Thank you so much. I just needed to know that, because I had to make the decision of like disconnecting him and stuff. So I just needed to know that he was fine with that because I felt like I gave up on him.
No, he
Oh my
says
gosh,
that
what
it's
did I
on
say?
him. He says it's on him, not on you. It's on him. He
Okay.
blames himself for his situation. He doesn't blame you at all. So,
Okay.
and you know he
Well,
would have been, he didn't want to be bedridden. So I think you made the right choice.
yeah, he did not. He
Yeah.
always told me,
Well,
he's like,
yeah.
I am not gonna be a vegetable, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
well, no, what
okay.
he would say is like, if I can't wipe my ass, like, put me down. So that's what he's saying. So, yeah, It's okay, sweetheart.
I
It's
have
okay.
just one more because I know someone else needs to
Spit it
get
out before they come
closure.
for you. Spit it out.
Does he know about the two babies that came up after him?
He says 3. Do you know if there was one that was also lost?
No. Well, I have. It's gonna be 3. I'm pregnant right
Oh,
now.
then he knows about the third one. So yes, to answer your question, he knows about the 3. So if you're pregnant now, and then there have been 2 babies, he knows about the 3 because you said 3.
Yes, he never got to know. I only was able to tell him that I was pregnant with my second one. I never got to tell him what she was or anything like that. So
He knows. He knows.
that's so awesome. Thank you
Okay.
so much for picking.
You're welcome, sweetheart. You take care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, let's go here. Let's see. Hello.
Hi, Ferny. Hold on. Let me turn on the light.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
Hi, good.
Good. What did you want to ask me about?
I just finished a 7-year relationship,
Mhm.
and I just want to see, like, what do you see, like, anybody in my life soon?
Yeah, and I think you made the right decision, by the way. Okay, so what's coming up for you? I do feel like you'll get into another relationship. I actually think you're going to end up getting married in about 2.5 years. So I actually think you might end up meeting someone new in about 2. Ooh, that's really fast. That's really fast. You might be rushing. Why were you rushing? Here's what I'm going to say. I feel like in about a year and 7 months-ish, you might meet someone. That may move very fast because if you're getting married in 2.5 years, that's very quick to do that. However, I don't feel bad about the connection, but I feel like you might need to slow it down and not rush because by rushing it, it might actually create issues in the relationship. So you might need to like slow it down if you start to want to speed it up. It feels like someone you've already had association with. So it feels like it would be someone you have already known or have already associated with at some point in your life. It does not feel like an ex. So I don't feel like this is someone like an ex coming back. I feel like this is someone you would have, oh yeah, I used to work with someone like that, and then y'all connect, and then you end up like hitting it off. It feels like a feeling like that.
Okay.
Their first name may start with a T.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll just, I'm about to start real estate, and I don't know if you see my future in that.
I feel with real estate, you'll probably do it for about 6 or 7 months, and then you're going to feel like you need to have another option. Not because it's a bad market to be in, but because the timing is bad. It almost feels like you kind of went into it right when we're about to hit a bit of a slump. Because I've been telling people I feel like we're going to have a slump during the summertime. It will come up, we'll recover from it, but it's going to feel like a slump. You're going to have more properties being sold or more people buying property outside of the cities than inside the cities. So if you're going to have any chance of making money, you need to look at properties outside, land, etc. That'll be your better option if you start to notice a decline or a decrease in the amount of people that are interested in this. Also, you're going to have to do a lot more marketing or advertising than you want to, which means you might have to spend a little money having to do that. But I think it would be well worth it because I think you will get some business from it. Are you in Texas?
No, I'm actually in California, LA.
Perfect. I was going to say, I saw you moving to California. So if you're already in California, you're good. So I think you're where you need to be. However, I don't think you're going to stay in the area you're at. I think you're going to move a little bit more south, closer to San Jose.
Not San Diego.
It could be closer to San Diego, but by the time you start doing it, San Diego is going to be really, really expensive. So it feels like it's going to be a little bit more north of San Diego, but not as far north as like where you are now. So I feel like you're going to get closer to San Diego. I was seeing San Diego at first, but then I was like, I don't see her all the way down there. I feel like it's a little closer to San Jose. San Jose is between LA and San Diego, right?
It's northern.
Is it north of LA or north of, or is it between San Diego and LA?
No, so San Jose is northern from LA, and San Diego is more.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. There's a San something between LA and San Diego that you're moving to. Because I don't feel like it's north of LA. I feel like it's between San Diego, and LA. So it's kind of in there, but it's a San something because I don't know what else is all there.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
sorry, but do you see my mom like at all?
Your mom is with three other females. Do you know if she has two sisters or a sister and a sister-in-law with her?
She has many sister-in-laws and one sister.
Okay, so she steps forward with a sister and a sister-in-law. So she's acknowledging who she's with. I'm pretty sure the others are there, but the only people she's showing up with is thank you, San Jacinto. Someone's a San Jacinto. So, it's either yeah, I feel like she's with a sister, and then the sister-in-law is with her as well. So it might just been two of them that she was the closer one to, or that she had more in common with. Your mom is making me feel. Thank you. She's making my lungs hurt. Do you know if her lungs were collapsing or they were not being able to support oxygen production or oxygen intake?
Well, she had heart condition, so.
Okay. What she's doing is she's squeezing my lungs as well. So even though she had a heart condition, there might have also been some complications or some issues with her lungs that she might have attributed or thought that was also her heart. But she's also making me feel like my lungs are having some problems. She also keeps acknowledging the number 2. Do you know if February or the 2nd of a month is connected?
February.
It's either the month of February or the 2nd of a month is connected because she's making reference to that. So she's acknowledging that. She also brings, and that's okay, I'll leave that with you. She's also bringing up the 12 as well. So December or the 12th of a month is also connected because she's bringing both of those dates up. She also is talking about a Connie or a Cindy name. Is there a Connie or Cindy name?
There's no Connie or Cindy, no.
There's a Connie or Cindy connections that she's trying to make reference to. And it's someone that's passed. It's someone that's with her that's got a name like that.
Connie or Cindy.
Mm-hmm. It's the mother of someone you know who just passed. So you might have to think about it because I feel like it's the mother or an older female connected to someone you know. It may not be family. It may be just like the mother of someone that's passed and you know the person whose mother passed. But there's a reference to this either. It's like a short C name like Connie or Cindy or Condis. It's got a name like that. So there's a reference to a name that's similar to that.
And it is a female?
It feels like a female. I feel like it's a female because I'm seeing a female with bigger boobs. So she might have been a bigger, heavier set female. And I feel like it might have been cancer related.
Okay.
All right. I'll leave that with
you. You're great. Thank you for doing it.
You're welcome, sweetheart. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye. See, I'm going to pick one more video and then I'm going to do the text versions, a couple more text versions before I jump off of here as well. Let's do this one. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. Go back over here. Go here. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, you have a pretty sensitive psychic ability. Do you know about that?
Yeah. Oh my
Okay. You
God.
also can communicate with spirits as well. I actually think you might be one of those like few people where I get a real strong push that they need to work with people or they're supposed to be helping to heal people. Now you can choose to do that in different ways. You can go into the medical profession or you can actually work one-on-one with people, whether through helping them with resources or helping them with disability. But you can actually go in that direction if you wanted to. So just FYI, because this immediately, as soon as I was connecting with your energy, I felt this like surge of energy. It's usually sometimes what people say they feel that with me. I've never really felt it with other people, but now as my ability continues to evolve, I feel new things that I've never felt before, and I'm feeling that with you. So be aware of that.
Okay, definitely. Because I'm always having dreams that I can be driving and I say, oh my God, it's going to be an accident. And I can just see it happening. It's so weird.
Yeah. You can totally do this if you wanted to. And I mean, when I say do it, I'm not just talking about do it for fun. I'm talking about actually make it a living.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to ask me about?
I had a couple of people that passed, like my brother recently, my grandfather, and I just want to know if they are okay.
Is there a Harris or a Harrison name connection to the family?
Yeah, Harris. Yeah.
Okay. What is the Harris connection to the family?
That was my grandfather's brother-in-law last name, pretty
Okay.
much.
Do
Well,
you know?
my grandmother, well, basically my brother and sister married another brother and sister, so
Okay.
that's why the
Oh,
Harris.
interesting. Okay. Do you know if someone on that side has also just recently passed or has passed in the last like 6 months from COVID?
Um, yeah, one of the aunties or something on that
Okay,
side.
got it. They're just to tell that side of the family that that person is there to let them know that they're there and they're okay. Your
Okay.
brother, he's doing this. Do you know if there's a necklace or something that's like a necklace that's connected to your brother?
Yeah, we got the kids' necklaces.
Perfect. He's aware of the necklace. He also keeps talking about two sets. Was there originally one or one different one, and then there was two sets of. It's almost like two different types, or the size is different because I feel like there's one larger one and one smaller one.
Yeah. Well, my mom has one, and then the kids has one.
Got it. So he's just acknowledging the two different sets. He also keeps making reference. Thank you. Okay, it's gonna sound weird, but this is how I'm gonna describe it. So I had a friend that passed away years and years ago, and I was having I was chilling out with her boyfriend, who was a good friend of mine at the time, and we were just sitting in the back talking about life and stuff, and we brought
Yeah.
her up and said, she doesn't just use regular signs, she always uses funny signs. And then at that moment, a branch off the tree fell and then fell right into the inside of his cup of his drink, and we started laughing because we're like, yeah, she would do something like that. So do you know if there's something that happened where either a branch or a leaf or something fell on someone or in front of someone that felt kind of weird with the timing or what they were talking about?
Um, I have to think.
Okay. It's almost like I'm talking about someone and then a bird flies by and poops on my head, or something falls and hits me in the head. There's something about that where there's someone tried to let y'all know they're around, and either they had been talked about in that moment, or someone was referencing them and they dropped something and it like hit them in the head.
Okay, well that makes sense because when I was on my way here to Chicago, a bird pooped on me.
Got it. Got
So
it. Okay. So just FYI, that's a sign from your brother. So there's a reference to that. So he says he ain't using funny signs. He's using entertaining signs or whatnot. But that's from your brother.
okay.
He also is referencing. He's drawing a circle around me. Whenever someone does that, it usually means the circle of people around me is important. Are there questions about your brother's passing, or do y'all suspect that other people might have been involved with his passing?
No, it just happened all of a sudden. 2 days
Okay.
before Christmas, it just happened.
Okay, there's something about the people around him that he's trying to make reference to, or he's trying to bring up about this. So either other people were involved or something happened that involves other people with his passing, because he's wanting to bring other people into the conversation that has to do with his passing. So there's a
Okay.
reference to that. Do you also have questions or don't fully understand what was actually going on with him?
Yeah, he just woke up one day, said he couldn't breathe. My oldest nephew tried to revive him, try to help him
Okay.
by doing CPR, but it was too late
Got
because
it. So this is what I think he might be referring to. He might be acknowledging the other people who were involved in his passing. So if
Mhm.
this was happening and then one of the family members was trying to help or resuscitate him, it might be
Yeah,
his way of saying, I know about the other people who were involved in trying to deal with my passing or involved in the moment of my passing. But
yeah,
he also makes me feel that this might have been misunderstood. And even though he said he couldn't breathe, he may have also been having a heart attack in the process as well. Do you know if he
yeah,
had also, if he went into cardiac arrest?
yeah.
Got it. That's what he's talking about. So he's acknowledging that as well. He also says that he should have gone to the doctor the week before because he was feeling weird the week before, and he didn't realize that this was going to be the reason why this happened. So he's acknowledging the week before and feeling a certain way.
Yeah.
He also keeps acknowledging someone singing for him. Did one of you sing for him at the memorial or for his memorial?
My sister did.
Got it. He wants to thank her for the song, so he's acknowledging that. He also, thank you. He also, January, thank you. Is there a connection to the month of January or the first of a month?
That's when we had the funeral.
Oh, got it. He's just acknowledging the timing of the funeral and the event, so he's making reference to that. He also says he's got the other family members there with him as well, but he also says that he's funny. Did he flirt with like everybody, or did he like to like just give everybody
Yeah,
attention and flirt with everybody?
yeah, he called him Big Sexy.
Okay,
That's
because
what they call him.
I feel like he just loves attention, and it's
Yeah.
almost like it don't matter who you are, he's gonna get it. Like he's gonna get it, he was gonna give it. So that's the way he makes
Yeah.
me feel. He's still that way as well. He actually says that they gave him a job because they said he was short of some credits, so they turned him into. And he's making me laugh. You know those guys at Walmart who like welcome you in and they're like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" He
Yeah.
says they turned him into a Walmart welcome person for heaven. So now he's got to welcome a bunch of people in there. So he says that's pretty much his job until he's got his credits. So he's just acknowledging that and making reference to that. Thank you. He loves you. Um,
Hmm.
Dolly or Dalla or Dolly, Dilly Dally, Dolly Dilly. There's something there he's trying to say. I almost feel like it's not a name, it's like a saying, like Dilly Dally or Dolly Dally, or there's something there that he's trying to say or he's trying to put out. So there might be something
Okay.
like that that he was saying or that he had a habit of saying. You might have to think about it. But he's with you, sweetheart. He's also there. There's a. Do you know of a black dog that's also passed?
Yeah. Yeah. We
Okay.
had
There's a
a pit
dog that's.
bull.
Oh, got it. There's a. Was it black or dark color?
Like dark gray. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the dog is with them, so he's acknowledging the dog being with them as well. He also says that he pushed your bed or he kicked your bed. So if you felt something push your bed or you felt your bed like move a little bit,
Yeah.
he's laughing because he said that that was him. He was trying to wake you up.
Yeah. And is he with my grandfather? Is he there?
Yeah, he said he was letting me know earlier that he's got the other family members there, and I'm pretty sure your grandpa's there. But he was the one. Your brother's the one that's kind of like hogging up all the spotlight.
Carrying a car.
The your Yeah. Did your grandfather serve in the military?
Yes. He was in the army.
Got it. Got it. He's acknowledging his service. He also keeps acknowledging. Do y'all have the picture of him in his service uniform, like looking all
Yeah.
handsome? He's just acknowledging that. Do you know if someone wants to put that picture next to his remains?
Yeah. It's in the house. Yes.
Perfect. He's just acknowledging that. So he's just making a reference to that. He's okay. He's with y'all as well, sweetheart.
All right, well, thank you. I
You're
thought I would
welcome.
be freaking out because I'm always having dreams where I travel to where he is and like we have full blown conversations. And I'm like, and I wake up and remember everything. And I'm like, this is so freaky.
Hmm.
And so now it's like, okay, I know I'm not crazy, but thank you so
No, it's
much for
not.
taking
And you
me.
know what? Like talking to them is really not that out there because people think it's like a crazy thing. I'm like, it feels like being left alone with my thoughts, but I know they're not my thoughts. I know that that's communication. But
Yeah.
whenever you travel there or go and visit with him, um, remember what the scene looked like because there's a lot of hints that they give us as to what it's like in heaven.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then one last question. Did I make the right decision on the house I picked? I just closed on the house. Did he like the house? Did I make the right
This is
decision?
one of two, so this won't be your only house. This
Yeah.
won't be your only house. You'll have a second house.
Okay. Well, thank you
Okay.
so much.
You're welcome,
Bye.
darling. You take care of yourself.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, let me go through some of these text versions real quick, and then I'm going to bounce out and then bounce back for the study group. Um, yeah, Raquel D, hey, Ferny, my son lost his phone. Can you tell me where to get my mom to look? Yeah, look inside of a jacket pocket. Look inside of like a jacket pocket or some sort of like jacket because I feel like I feel like I'm seeing a pocket. So I want to say that it's inside a pocket or he might have put it in a pocket of something and then it's kind of stayed there. So y'all might need, and then they run out of battery. So y'all may need to look inside of a pocket of like a jacket or a sweater or something like that. Oh, let me go over here. So it's like bye trolls. I'm like, I thought I had it down and it just didn't even work. Um, Shannon Wrigley, will I become a healer? It's up to you. Here's the thing. Before I started doing this for a living, I went to readings. I got readings from psychics and mediums and all kinds of stuff. And I was always waiting for someone to tell me, Bernie, you're supposed to go do this. And so I waited and waited and waited. I waited for years for someone to tell me that this is what I was supposed to do. And then I just got tired of waiting because I was just like, I'm really sick and tired of waiting for someone to tell me I'm supposed to do this. And so I said, screw it, I'm just going to do it. And the minute that I decided to do it, all these things started happening that made it easier for me to do and that actually threw me and propelled me in this. So I am going to tell you, I feel like you're actually going to get 2 or 3 different credentials or certifications that may have to do with the healing ability, but it's going to come down to you whether you want to actually be a healer or not. So it has to be a personal choice of yours. Don't wait for someone to give you permission to do it. But I do think that you'll have the skill set to be able to do it. But you might drag your feet a little bit. So just FYI. Trisha Williams. I will connect with you on a personal level since you have not answered me in the last few months. I don't understand why. It's not because there's anything wrong with your questions or you. I just probably haven't seen them or again, I go where I'm drawn to. Doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. So don't personalize it. It's not a personal thing. Becky Allison, I have been super stressed lately. Will there be a new job opportunity that I should take? I feel like you might actually end up having 3 different job opportunities that come up for you. 2 of them feel like it's in the same industry that you might be in right now or within the same field. One is completely out of like the norm for you. Honestly, I think that the 2 that are in the same industry may not be that different than the way you feel now about your current situation. So I don't feel very excited about that. The other one is completely out of your norm. If you want to try it, I would say go for it. I don't think it would be something you would stick to in the long run, but I could see you doing it for a couple of years before you make another change. But I think that there'll be at least 3 that come up for you. I want to say that these might come up before August, so be on the lookout for that. Okay. All right, guys. I love you all. I will be back next Wednesday. I think I'm going to start doing the head thing again that I was doing with the sensory things, the senses. So I'm going to do that again because I need to get some more of them, but with the line charts. So I want to see those line charts as well. But I'm going to be back on here in just a few moments because I'm going to do our study group for conversation.